Why do you think it is important to be familiar with classical music in terms of culture?
Classical music requires a lot of discipline and focus. It is highly organized, it's very well balanced, and if you understand classical music, it somehow teaches you also to put order into your life, into your activities, into your thinking, and it helps you to have a balanced perspective of everything if you understand how classical music is constructed. That's why we think that classical music is very important in everyone's lives, even if they don't become musicians as professionals.
How big was the impact of classical music in terms of shaping the numerous genres of music we have today?
Classical music, being very highly organized and very highly disciplined, has produced many masters in that particular genre of classical music. Now, out of this have come others who have ventured into other fields like popular music, sometimes because of economic reasons and sometimes because of public acceptability, because somehow popular music is easier to understand and to accept. And most of the general public relates more easily to popular music because popular music doesn't really require much, I hate to say it, but not much intelligence to understand. It's easy to clap to, it's easy to hum, it's easy to dance to, rather than listening to classical music where you do have to have a little mental exercise in order to understand and appreciate it. Yet, the classical music has had a great impact in training the propagators of popular music in terms of it has made popular music easier.
Who do you think played the biggest role and revolutionized classical music at the time, and why?
I would consider the great grandfather of music, Johann Sebastian Bach, and after him, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and others of his contemporaries. And then there's Ludwig van Beethoven. Beethoven sort of stands between the Baroque music, which was spearheaded by Johann Sebastian Bach, epitomized by him, and the classical period, out of which came Mozart and Beethoven. Beethoven was a sort of transitional composer. He also, in his latter part, became the doorway to romantic music. So I would say Beethoven was very important strategically as a bridge from the older music, Baroque and classical, and from his beginning and middle periods, of which he was certainly a classic musician, but he also opened the door into Romanticism, which led into our having Chopin, Mendelssohn, Schumann, Liszt, Brahms, Grieg, and all these other great romantic composers.
Which period of classical music do you like the most, and why?
Within the classical music, we have the periods that we have aforementioned, which is the Baroque, the classical music itself, which has led into the Romantic period and then to contemporary. Personally, I feel much affiliation with the Romantic period. It's maybe because I'm a romantic person, and romantic music has lush melodies, it has expressiveness, poetry, as well as drama and virtuosity, and I feel that I can align myself very strongly with that, with both poetry and drama. And I feel that romantic music expresses this best for me.
Oh, okay. Do you think classical music would be what it is now if it weren't for the advancements in the making of instruments?
In about Beethoven's time, his compositions were getting much stronger and much more advanced and much more developed, so that he started requiring better and stronger pianos. So the piano manufacturers at that time had to design bigger and stronger, more durable pianos with longer sustaining melodies, better pedals, and stronger strings that could take the stronger and better and more evolved music composed by Beethoven. which, when the Romantics came along, of course, also they required newer and better and more refined means of expression, so that the piano itself also evolved into a better instrument, bigger, stronger, more beautiful, better tone. So actually, because of the development of the composers themselves, the piano manufacturers also had to develop better pianos. And so that helped each other. The better pianos helped the development of the compositions and vice versa.
What are some of the most memorable experiences being a concert pianist on tour?
Being a concert pianist on tour has opened my eyes to the lack of particularly classical music in our country, especially in the countryside. I have given concerts together with my mentor, Maestro Reynaldo Reyes, two piano concerts from literally the top of our country, the northernmost part, Tuguegarao and Apari, down through the Visayas and through southern Mindanao to Zamboanga del Sur. In all the audiences, I could feel the hunger for this kind of music. They had heard some on CDs, had seen some on television, but had never heard any live concerts. So it was both heartrending and heartwarming to be able to witness this need, but in a small way to be able to fill the gap, so to speak. But much as we have done as much as we could, it's really nothing that that can feel the great need. We do need to get classical music more out there to our countrymen, especially to the youth. They are ready to receive, they're ready to learn, they're ready to love, but it's impossible to like and love something that you don't know about. So there is a great need to be able to disseminate what classical music is about, and especially why it is important. The beauty of it, they can feel instinctively. I think the Filipino as a rule is a very musical nation, and even the young ones, they feel music and then they move, they clap, they sway, they smile. You can feel that they do like the music. I think music is in our blood as Filipinos, and I hope and pray that we can bring this to them.
In spite of the technology we have nowadays, why aren't the composers as prevalent as they were during the periods of classical music?
Perhaps economics would be one main reason. Somehow it is easier to make a living through popular music because there is more of a requirement for that. For example, in movies, in dramas, in mall presentations, popular music is easier to come by and it's easier for more people to enjoy more easily.
Okay. What are your concert rituals and how do you prepare for a concert?
Preparing for a concert is really a lifelong ritual. You may think of it as such. I started studying the piano when I was age 5. My mother was a pianist and we had a small piano school in Cebu, and you could say I was born into it. And at that age, when you're 5 years old, you really have no choice. You just obey your parents, you do what they want, what they wanted to do, and I knew they wanted me to take piano lessons and be good at it, so I was just being obedient and doing what I had to do because I knew that's what my parents wanted me to. But by age 10, I knew I liked it so very, very much by myself. I was never forced to practice, and I would practice and learn my lessons, my piano lessons, by myself. And so on and so forth. I was quite young when I graduated. I was 17 when I received my Bachelor of Music degree. And from then on, it became a lifelong preparation. I went on to my master's and I concertized. But then I also got married and I had 4 children, and I felt my life was quite well balanced with marriage and the family, and as well with an active music performance career. I also did get my master's, And because I think of my lifelong work in music education and development among the youth, in fact, I was very happy to receive a doctorate of music education, honoris causa, from De La Salle University, a few years ago. And so the question was preparation for a concert. So the ritual preparation really starts from childhood, and it takes many years, takes many months when you have a specific date, takes a month of very, very intensive preparation. And the week before, then it's like an airplane pilot where you study for years and years and you plan to make a graceful landing. So that's what the ritual of a concert pianist is, or a concert performer is. You study hard and long in order to be able to make a graceful landing and to be able to communicate this duty to the audience that's out there who came out to hear and to be not only entertained but also to be inspired.
So what is your favorite quote of a classical artist?
My favorite quote of a classical artist would be, I think, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 9% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Many feel that if they have some kind of talent that's good enough, then they can get by. Certainly you need a degree of talent, but then after that, after the discovery of that talent, and once you have decided that you want to music your life work, then it's really hard work all the way, and there is no substitute for that. You work, you sacrifice, you set your goals, but I think this would work also as well in any career that one chooses. It's a lot of hard work. Focus, dedication, self-sacrifice, goal orientation, and at the end you have to have a sense of social responsibility, and with what you have attained, one would be wanting to share it in as many as possible. I think that's the end goal of everything.
Okay, thank you.